Hey everybody, I am back today, hopefully with no audio issues. I have fantastic factories ready to go here. I'm going to play some. We can chat if you have questions about the game or comments about it. I'm just trying to stay cool like everybody else in the country right now. It's going to be hot here today, but playing a little bit of this. Hopefully, it brings you some enjoyment. If you haven't seen the game before, we'll talk about how to play and all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is Fantastic Factories. It is a little bit of an engine builder, and you get to roll some dice, but the dice are used to generate resources and do that sort of things. And then you get these cards, and these cards here at the top are contractors that will give you a one-time immediate benefit for the round or the next round, depending on what they are. And then these ones are buildings that you can either use as part of the cost to build them. There's four types of buildings. There's the trowel or shovel, the cog, the wrench, and the again mallet hammer, I guess. And with those, you can either build the buildings uh, or discard them to play a building of the same type. And then in the future, you'll get points based on how many buildings there are and so forth. I just realized I forgot how the game ends in solo. I do have my handy dandy card that they include to go through the game. As a player, you trigger the game in the same as a normal game 12 goods or 10 cards in your compound. The machine only triggers the game and by manufacturing 12 or more goods. Once the game is triggered, both the player and the machine play one more round. And there's also one other thing I'm forgetting because there's a limit on the number of goods. Um, so with the manufacturing of goods, um, 10 cards in hand, 12 total resources. I never really get to that point usually anyway, but for some reason when I play on stream, I usually tend to push the limits of what I do. Um, well, let's go with it. And if something gets weird, I will check. Um, so 10 or more buildings, 12 or more goods. Okay, so let's go ahead and play. But basically, I'm going to be rolling dice. Normally, you get your own color dice. That's one of the things I like about this game is the colorful dice, red, yellow, green, um, blue, and purple. Or uh, there are these white ones that are for everybody to grab extras. But in the solo game, you just start with four white dice, and then the machine is going to use the rainbow dice to play against you. And with that, I will go ahead and make sure I have everything. Okay, you start with a hand of four random cards. You set up like this: four random contractors, four random buildings. The machine, I set it on medium difficulty, which is the machine gets three buildings out here, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. But a harder difficulty would be having more buildings out here. And then I have my little headquarters. This is a dual layered. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a dual layered thing where your dice fit nicely into it. Um, it's actually triple layered because there's top layer, bottom layer, and a middle layer for the artwork. So nice little board that your dice fit into easily. And okay, so on the market phase, I can either optionally start by paying a metal or energy, and I start with one metal and two energy to discard and refill an entire row. And then I can gain a blueprint for free. That's one of these buildings down here. Or I can pay for hire a contractor by discarding the a card with the symbol that goes with it. So as I look at that, this one is kind of cool. The high roller, and right now I have two wrenches, a hammer. We're just gonna call it hammer, mallet, and trowel. So with that, I could discard my mallet or my, uh, but this one costs three energy too. There's also a cost in the upper right, left hand corner. This one's free. The high roller is roll a dice. If it is a 1, lose all you have gained. If it is any other value, gain metal and energy, and you may repeat. So you know what? I'm gonna try that because if I could get enough to get my manufactory going, which is this card, I will. And the manufactory allows me to put 2 dice on it of the same number, and then get goods plus 2 metal or 2 blueprints or 3 energy. Okay, so I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna discard my mallet that I started with. I'm gonna take the high roller, and I'm not gonna take anything down here. We'll refill that. This will probably get a little bit. Try not to make it messy. I know I can sometimes get messy. So I took the high roller. I'm gonna roll a die, and I got a 2. So gain 2 metal and 2 energy. No, gain a metal and an energy. Okay. So as long as it's not a 1, I get to gain stuff. And that's not quite enough yet to do my Oh no, that is enough to do my manufactory. I can push my luck. This is where I think I needed to make sure that there is a limit on how many goods, or not goods, but the metal and stuff. Overall, I really like this rule book. I just wish there was a place where it said, note, you can only have 2 of these. Oh, okay, here it is. Discard down to 12 total resources and 10 cards in hand. Okay. So it's at the end of the work phase. It says to do that. Okay. So I have enough to do my manufactory. Do I want to push my luck again? And yeah, why not? Okay, I get it again. I'm going to stop there because that's pretty good. Getting some extra stuff at the beginning of the game, and then I'm going to discard the high roller, and now we're on the work phase. I can roll all 4 of my starting dice, and we'll make sure that's here. And I have 4, 6, 6, 2, 4, and so we'll talk about what the dice do here in just a second. But in any order, I can place my workers, which is my dice, and then activate cards, 1 time per card, and then build. So I can do any of those in any order, but no duplicates on buildings, and discard down to 12. Oh, and that's on here. So there's my note. Discard down to 12 resources of any kind and 10 blueprints. And then we'll flip over to do the machine's turn in just a second. So it's my turn. I'm going to go ahead and discard this laboratory, which is a wrench, so that I can build my manufactory. My manufactory is also a wrench, but I have to spend 2 metal and 3 energy to do this. And so I have a manufactory that gives me 1 manufacturing point at the end of the game, but now I have that available. So let's talk about the different types of production I can do with my workers here. In the research, if I put a die there, for every pip on that die, I get a card. So that's any value. I just get that. I get that many. I get 1 card for every die that I put there. So I can put any value there, and I get 1. So if I put 3 different ones, then I would get 3 cards. There is a bonus for if you put 2 of the same number here, then you would get 1 extra. If you put 3 of the same number, then you get 2 extra. And that applies to not just research, but to generate and to mining. So you're generating your energy, your electricity. You put a number in. It has to be a 1 through 3, and whichever number in, you get that many energy. So energy accumulates a little bit faster. And then the mine, you can put 4, 5s, and 6s. So I could do that here. But even better than that, I can go down here and put my 6s. Because goods are important. I get a good, and then, okay, so I have a good there. And then, like I said, this one gives me a good, and then either 2 metal, 3 energy, or 2 cards. Not sure what I want right this second. 2 2 metal's pretty good, and I did give up my metal, so I'm gonna get the 2 metal. What's this card give me? This card is only costs 1 to build, and this one takes 2 metal and an energy. I could discard this one to get this one, but then I don't have one to. That's the hard part. No, I can just pick up this one for free. That's right. That's discarding up here. So yeah, I'm gonna get the 2 metal. Keep this gymnasium in my hand because I'll need that to construct this. And then I have a 2 and a 4. With the 2, I'm going to generate another 2 energy. And then I get to do one more thing with my 4. I could get another metal, or I could take some cards. I'm just going to take a single card and see what I get because that might be useful. Okay, and I got the nuclear plant, which is a wrench. And with that wrench, I can now, if I were to build it, I have to put a 6 there, and then I would get a gold and an energy. Similar to my manufactory, but not quite as good, but easier to fulfill its requirements. Okay, so those all stay there because right now we're going to go ahead and flip this card over and do the solo side for the machine. And I really, really appreciate the fact that they included both these individual player cards. So it has icons for everything on the inside, and then it has what you do each round. That's great. I love seeing that in the game. But also here the solo card, so you can do the same thing and just have this right here. That I love games that have that because it makes it that much more accessible to get out and play again quickly. So, all right. So we roll the dice for the AI. We're not going to use all these this time. Basically, this thing's going to be generating points, and I'm playing against the points that it generates randomly. So we can build a card based on the green die. We'll do that first. So the green die is a 6. Build a card from the top of the deck, discard, and refill the. So we're going to go to the contractors, and it's going to build. Oh no! It wants to build factory cards. So it's going to build this foundry. I'm going to put my other my extra dice up there. Foundry. So it has a yellow now, and then we refill this row, which is not really what I wanted because I kind of like those 2 iron hands, but oh well. And then investor, electrician, architect, and another investor. And then manufacture any goods. So this is a 3. And if the die is less than the number of cards, then it manufactures a good. It is not, so nothing happens there. And it won't be less than here. And there is no purple. And it is not less than there, less than or equal to. So that's good for me. Nothing got. Hey, good morning, Clay. How are you doing? Have you played this game? The AI is not generating any resources, but it did get a new factory built. So then we go back to a new round. And I want to build more stuff. I want to build this incinerator. Get that going. So, well, I haven't had a chance to try this one out yet. Okay, yeah, it's a really easy like engine builder with like kind of Lego looking theme setting. So it's pretty fun. How'd your son's party and all that go this weekend? So I'm gonna be taking the incinerator for free because I can take a blueprint for free and refill this. And then I'm going to discard. So the market phase is already over. Discard the gymnasium and 2 metal and 1 energy so that I can build that incinerator that I just grabbed. And then these come back here so that I can roll them. And okay, so that's my incinerator. And then now we're gonna go ahead and roll again. 1, 2, 2, 6. One of the things I like about this game, um, open house went well. We looked out with weather. It ended up being sunny. We were sure it was going to rain. That's what I've heard. I've heard that like there's parts of Michigan that are flooding right now, and people have like standing water in lots of places. Um, so what I was gonna say is the dice are always useful for getting something, either getting cards or generating energy uh, or well, I'm glad we had a good day, good weather for it. Okay, so this one is spend a blue card and a metal to get 6 energy. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that before I do anything else because I can put a 6 down here and get 1 metal back. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend my card and I don't care about this nuclear plant. I'm gonna spend that and I spent my metal and now I get 6 energy. 3, 6. Okay, so I have a ton of energy and I need to get more other things. So I'm going to put the 6 here and get a metal back. And then I'm going to put the 2s here on my production, on my manufactory. And because I did that, I get a good again. So we'll just change this 1 to a 2. And then I get to pick. I could either get 2 cards. I think I want to do that because I do have 1 metal. I could get 2 metal or 2 cards or 3 energy. This manufacturer is really great, and it's good that I got early on. I'm going to take the 2 cards so that I have more stuff to do up here. So I got a laboratory again, which I threw 1 away in the discard, and a fitness center. Okay, and then I don't want more. I want more cards, so I'm going to put these over here so that I know that I um, haven't built those. A biolab. Biolab is it gives me if I put a 1 on it, it takes a cog, a metal, and 3 energy. If I put a 1 on it, uh, then I get and spend an energy, then I get a good. So it's another way to get goods, which are points in this game. And then we go back to the machine. And the machine is gonna keep producing stuff. 1, 2. That's not good for me. And okay, so the 1 means we build from the market. I think it's left to right. Yep, left to right. So it's going to take the temp agency and go there. And that was done. And then this will go here. And because the number is less than this, then it's going to produce a good. So the good's going to go right up there for that. And actually, I'm going to put my goods here so that we can see them. So I have 2 goods. The machine has 1 good. And then not less than, and still no purple buildings. And I'm going to flip this back over. A robot. What's a robot doing there? If you spend a metal, you can roll an extra die this turn. Okay. I could get rid of nothing to get that robot because that needs a mallet, and I don't have a mallet. So, all right, back to my turn. Take my dice back. And, okay, so what cards? Like, I need to take a look at the cards. So this investor and this investor draw and reveal blueprint, gain metal and energy equal to its build cost, and then discard it. That's interesting. Electrician, 5, gain 5 energy. I don't need that right now. And +2 to 1 opponent. I don't have an opponent, so I don't have to worry about that. But this is draw 3 and pick an opponent to draw 1. I think I'm going to just worry about buildings that I like right now. Let's see. This is interesting. This is the assembly line. So you have to spend a cog. Look, the type of game my family would enjoy. It's a very light engine builder. As you see, the dice are used for worker placement, so it's teaching you how to do that mechanic of like, oh, I see something that I want, I see how to build it out, and then as I build it out, I will get the things I want so that I can get other things. So I'd say like I don't know what BGG says. I'd say like two something, probably like two through five is my guess. I don't know. It's not super heavy because it's very intuitive and the iconography is very clear, and it's a great way to teach those mechanics and like yeah. So and it's over fairly quickly. So um, I forgot to check. Do I have too many things? Let's see here. Four. No, I don't. Okay. Um, yeah, it's really not that heavy of a game. Um, but it's not an intro game either, if that makes sense. In that there's things that you're doing that might throw off somebody who's never played this type of game before, but if you've played a little bit and you're interested in more games, this is a perfect game. Um, like Space Base, yep, and Valeria. Oh yeah, they could totally handle it for sure. Okay, so this one though, I was saying you put a die down, and then you have to put another one that's one more, and then another one that's one more. This is a cool card if you have some dice manipulation, which I don't have yet. Um, so I need some dice manipulation, uh, and none of these are giving me that. So I'm gonna take that card anyways. I might be able to roll something fun. So I'm gonna take this in blue line. Haven't really seen any of the big monument type stuff yet, because that's where the real points can come out in this game. So I took the assembly line. I need 2 metal though to build it. So I could build one of these. My laboratory. Um, oh, that gives me cards when I gain goods. This is spend energy to decrease the value. Oh, okay. So I want this because that is dice manipulation. So I'm gonna build that fitness center. Well, I technically I should roll first. 3, 3, 6, and 1. We'll leave those up there for a second. But I'm gonna discard my laboratory again and build this fitness center that lets me do some dice manipulation, which I will need when I go to build this assembly line. And then I think I have a good amount of dice stuff going on, and I need to start getting some points. So I might end up discarding this row to start farming the deck to find what I need. Okay, so I'm going to go down here again to my manufactory and get another good. And then I want 2 metal so that I can be ready for next time to build that building I wanted to build. And the 6 and the 1. I don't know that I need a bunch more cards right now, but there's not a whole lot else I care about. So, yeah, we're just gonna get the boring stuff. We're gonna get a metal and an energy, and go to the machine. Let's see what the machine does. And roll those, and we got a 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So with the 4, the machine's going to take this yellow card. I guess it's orange-ish on the leader up there, but the dice is yellow, so it goes with that card. Okay, so then we just compare these again. So if the dice is less than or equal to nothing, but another good over here, it likes its red buildings. So replace this with that. And then over here, nothing. And then still no purple buildings. I don't have to worry about that. And then it's back around to me and a new round. Okay. So get my dice back. And Anything that would super help me out. I mean, this gives me 3 cards instead of 1, but I really do want to. I want to discard this row and see if I can farm for those higher point cards. That's what I want to do. So we're going to discard this row. I had to spend an energy, but I have plenty of energy right now. And I will get a concrete plant. Ah, there we go. There's an obelisk. I'll talk about that. And yep, cool. Hopefully the AI doesn't throw away the row before I can get to it. So the obelisks are a type of monument. And it is usually you can only build one type of a card, but this one is a monument that's worth 2 points, and so instead of like this is worth 0, this is worth 1, this is worth 1. If you can build these, and then there's another card that goes with them, that goes with monuments, then you can get more points that way. But the good thing is I've been generating goods too, which are points, so I'm not just relying on my factories, but I am going to take that obelisk this time, and then hopefully get the mega factory. The mega factory is spend a cog card, 3 metal and 2 energy, and that one is just put 3 equal dice, get 2 goods, and gain an extra die of any value this turn, which is really cool. That one is kind of better than the assembly line because, yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so I don't know. I have choices. Okay, I have choices. 5, 4, 1, 3. 5, 4, 1, 3. Okay, so we're gonna build first because that is exactly what we need for our assembly line. So I'm gonna get rid of this biolab, which is a cog, and then I can build my assembly line, and that takes 2 metal and energy. I need a copy of Space Base. I haven't played since I left Michigan, because we had a copy at each store and we'll just borrow from there. But it's a fun game. I do miss playing it a little bit. Okay, so I built the assembly line, and so I can take that 3, 4, 5 that I just rolled, and just get 2 goods, which is 2 points. So I get my 2 goods, and then the 1 I could get a card. Or I can get more energy. I don't need more energy at this point. We're getting another card. And black market is what I got, which is a cog, which I would need to build this. And that says gain up. If I built this one instead, it says put a die there. Gain up to 4 resources equal to the build cost of the discarded. Oh, so that's put a die here plus discard a card to get research. I don't want this, so this is just going to let me build this, and then I'm just going to work on my monuments, and then that'll be the game. Like that's how fast this goes. So, okay, I've placed all mine, and it's back to the AI. And 5. Oh, that's bad. No, okay, that just discards this row. No, it discards this row. That's worse. Okay, so the green means that this row is gone. I lost those 2 cards that I wanted. Well, best laid plans. Mice and men. And replicator. Another obelisk. Okay, that's good. And temp agency. And ooh, the megalith. The megalith costs 1 less metal per monument type card in your compound. So I could do this obelisk and then this, and but I can only build 1 megalith. It's worth 3 points though. But so I could just work on building monuments. It's not a bad idea. But it's the AI's turn, so the AI will get another good for red. It loves the red. It still doesn't have a purple. It will get nothing for blue, but it will get it produce 1 for a yellow because the one goes over there. So we'll take those away and give it a 2 again. The AI is doing fine. And then back to me. So we'll get those ready again. And we're going to have to check out if Out of the Box has this one next time I'm there. Yeah, it's a fun little game. I don't know, because Deepwater kind of acts as the Oxeye, I think they're Oxeye Media or something like that now. They kind of act as a distributor for MetaFactory, which is out west. I think that they got back on track with getting these in production. They ran out for a while, is the short of it, because it was popular enough. Okay. So I hope that you can find it. But things are still weird with distribution. I know that. My turn. I want this. I think it's more important for me to get the obelisk. I'm gonna take, and then if the megalith is still there, then I'll get the megalith because that makes the megalith cheaper. So we'll do that. Took that card. I will go ahead and roll. 3, 3, 4, 6. I've gotten pretty lucky with my doubles. So I will place that down there again. Get another. Just replace my 1 with a 2. Get another good. And then I get 2 metal or 3 energy or 2 cards. Well, 2 metals good for making my monuments. So I'm going to take 2 metal. And I will go ahead and construct now because I can do this in the order. Yeah, it's a shot in the dark here. Yeah, right now it's crazy. There's so many manufacturers and distributors that are having so much trouble right now, and I think I don't know. Hope next year will be better, but we'll see. So I have to do 3 metal, energy, and oh shoot. Well, I'm gonna do it anyways. I have to discard a. I have to discard a mallet to play that. I'm not gonna play that. I'm not gonna play that yet. So I'm gonna get my metal and my energy back because I forgot I have to discard a. Okay, 3, 7, 10. Okay, we're still good. It's unfortunate. Hopefully, it won't take too long for everything. Yeah, I agree. I mean, the hardest thing right now is the dock workers. That's the biggest part of this situation relevant to the U.S. The dock workers. Well, they were supposed to go on strike as they do like every other year. Let's see. They were supposed to go on strike, and then COVID hit last year, and then that messed things up and accelerated the mess up of everything. And I think that's part of what people don't get is that now that the dock workers are in a labor shortage because things were weird on the West Coast, and they've continued to be weird. I'm going to, I'm going to take another card, and maybe I can get what I need. Power plant. Nope, not what I need. I'm gonna try to take one more card. I don't need metal. I want to. Not what I need again. A dojo. Spend energy to flip an unplaced die to its opposite side. That's interesting, but it doesn't give me any points, so I don't really like that card right now. Okay, but I have a bunch of cog cards now. Okay, so let's do the AI. Okay, a lot. Stop saying no. Okay, so 2 means that this card is going away. I don't care. Gymnasium. Because I have a fitness center. Who needs a gymnasium when they have a fitness center? And this does nothing. This does nothing still. This does nothing. And this one generates 1 good. The AI has been kind of lackadaisical this game. All right. And drink water. Between talking and these lights. Okay. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit so you have more room here. here. And okay, so back to my turn. Get my dice back. So in order to build these obelisks, I need these types of cards. So I'm just going to take that one. And then roll. Double sixes and double threes. Ooh, I have choices. And remembering that doubles, when placed in either the energy or the mine, in fact, that's just what I'm going to, maybe, I don't know. Well, we'll see. I'm going to now build this. So I have an outlet that I'm going to discard to build the obelisk. And then spend my 3 metal and my 1 energy. And that is built. So if I put these 2 6s down here, they will not only generate me 2 metals, but I also get to I will also get to get an additional one because they're matching. So I will take 3 metal for that, and then then I'll take my double threes and put them in my manufactory, and then I get a good again, and then I get. I think I want to take. I think I want to take 2 metal. I could take 2 metal or 3. Yeah, I'm gonna just take 2 metal. Metal is what I really need to do other things. But right now, right this second, I could build the black market. I wasn't thinking about it before, but I think I'm going to do it so that I can generate enough of what I need. I'm going to build the black market. And so I have to discard something. So I'm going to discard my dojo matches, and then I'll spend 3 metal and 2 energy. And so I have a black market that lets me put a die there and then discard a card to gain up to 4 resources equal to the build cost of the discarded card. So that will help me get resources if I'm tied up on something. And I'm definitely going to need more metal to do the megalith and the obelisk that I have. Oh, I don't need those yet. And then back to AI. AI is going to roll that, get 4. Terrible. Terrible, terrible. My megalith goes away. That's just dumb. I had a plan, and my plan was ruined again. Oh my goodness. I don't want any of this junk. Okay. So, nothing there. Nothing. Oh no, that shouldn't go away. That shouldn't go away. That they get to build up. I've been playing the AI wrong. Um, I've been playing the AI wrong because I've been doing this talking. I don't even remember. This one goes there. I definitely made a mistake. When I've been throwing these away, they should have come over here. So there's that. Okay. I think that's the only ones I. If it wipes the whole row, it does throw it away. But the other ones should maybe. I'm gonna put one more out here, make it harder on myself. Because I was playing that wrong for a minute. All this talking. I do this talking, and it's like my brain shuts off. No purple still, but another red. And I'm gonna give the AI one more good just in case I'm just gonna make it harder on myself because I messed up. Okay. All right. So the AI has 7 goods. Oh my goodness, that was okay. I really do know how to play the game, and there's even the helpful reminder, and I'm not even paying attention to it. Okay. That's how my brain works when I'm streaming. Okay. Uh, let's make room for everything. So I'm about out of room. These are my money. I'm gonna leave them over here. My goods, I should say, my produced goods. And then the AI did all that. And it's now back to me. Why am I flipping the card? I don't know why. Oh, because that's what I want to do. I want to discard everything here. Because I want to see. I need more monuments and so forth. I'm getting rid of all this. um, I mean, hopefully, if nothing else, I made it harder against myself by just correcting what I did, adding this card here and this card here, and then putting more goods. Okay. Hopefully, I evened out my mistake. Okay. The beacon is spend 2 metal, 4 energy, and this is the one that for every one you get, they're worth more. So, and it's a monument. So I'm going to take that beacon, even though I can't play anything with it yet. Okay, so here's 2 megalith. Well, I shuffled, so that's how it ended up. I mean, this has been a weird turn of cards as it is, so that's okay. Okay. Then we're gonna roll and get something. 2/2. I think I'm gonna use that. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna use that down here and get 2 more cards and a good. All right, so we'll turn in my 1, get a 2. And then we'll take another metal. Oh, I forgot to get my 2 cards too. Okay, 2 cards, but we'll take the metal. And then the 3 will go towards. I could put it over here and ditch a card and get 3 resources. So I think I might do that. But first, we're going to build this. I did pull another trowel shovel. So I'm going to get rid of the mother load, which is a cool card, but I never noticed the artwork before now. It's a space shuttle with rockets with a drill attached to it going upside down. But that's really silly artwork. But I discarded that mother load card and then 2 metal. Oh, I don't have enough. So I have to do it in this order. Okay. Before I build my beacon. Okay. Let's do it in the correct order. Okay, because I did put a 3 down here, so I'm gonna get I can get up to 4 resources, so I'm going to change my strategy, I think. I'm gonna get rid of this obelisk because it's kind of expensive for it is. Make game change strategy. Yep. So I'm gonna take 3 metal and an energy for discarding that because that's up to 4, and that's what it would cost to build it. So now I have enough. Now I'm gonna discard the mother load, play the beacon, get 2 metal and an energy. 4 energy, sorry. 2 metal and 4 energy. And then I can place that beacon. Right now it's worth 2 points. If I get a second one out, the next one would be worth 3 points for a total of 5 points between the 2 beacons. If I get a third one out, it's worth even more points. So that's maybe my new strategy. If not, I can hopefully grab one of these megaliths. Either way, hopefully I'm beating the AI. I mean, I have consistently generated some goods, and that's good from the beginning. So, all right, so the AI's turn. I'll make sure I do the AI's turn properly. Okay, it gets card number 3, Mega Factory, over here. And then no purples. And the reds. So actually, red is more than there are reds, so nothing happens there, nothing happens there. It does get a good for the blues. This is where it can start ramping up though. And then we'll turn that in for 2. Okay, so did everything right there. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. So the game is over after we each get to play one more round. Because it's 12 goods, which I have 2, 4, 6, 8. They have 2, 4, 6, 8. We each have 8 goods, or 10 cards built. So the game gets to we get to do one more round. I have 4 metal, so I could build my megalith now next time if I have, and I do. I have a wrench. So back to me. I will. I will take the megalith and put that there, and then I will roll. Ooh, 2, 3, 4. Interesting, because that gives me 2 goods. So I'll put that here. 2, 3, 4, and that gives me 2 goods. That's nice. And 6, which do I get points at the end for leftover goods? I don't think I do, but I don't remember. Goods. Oh, goods plus prestige. So game scoring. We'll pull that out. Game end. Number of goods they manufactured plus the amount of. Oh no, these are goods. So that doesn't do anything. Most metal is a tiebreaker than most energy. Okay. So that is kind of useless. Unless I can use it for something else that would give me. I don't think there's anything else that would give me. Give me cards. Oh, I could just put it down to give me a card. And then maybe it might be a card that I could build. Oh, let's do this first. So we have the megalith that will build for. Oh, I don't have any energy. Oh, that's right. So well, that definitely determines my turn. So I will use my utility to discard this card, and then metal, and then I get 6 energy. 3, 6. That's why I did that as a contingency for myself. All right, so megalith needs 2 energy. This wrench card, and no, if I just built on its own, it would be 5 metal, but because I did other things, it's just 3 metal. Because I have these 2 monuments, it costs 1 less for each metal monument that I have. 1 less metal. 1 less metal for each monument that I have. So I put that out there, and I don't think there's anything else that gives me anything that I need, because I need 2 cards to build a card. The resources are kind of useless. If I had 1 more, yeah, if I had 1 more card, it might have been useful. But it's not, so I'm just gonna pick up a card and see what it is. Okay, now it's the AI's last turn, and 6. 6 means that we build 1 from here, and there's the purple, and oh yeah. When we scrapped it, so this is all wrong. I'm just gonna throw 2 more points at the AI. Because every time I scrapped a row, I should have built 1 off the top of the deck. So we're just gonna say that it built 1. So there's the 6, because it would right now it would scrap these and build 1 off the top of the deck. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what those were. I'm all upset with myself for messing things up. So 1, it's gonna get a good there. This game is completely invalidated. Okay. But let's see how many points I got and see how many the AI got with me throwing some points at it. Okay. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 goods. The points on my cards are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and this one is worth 2, 8, 11. 11 plus my 10 is 21. The AI has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So I beat the AI with a giant asterisk. The AI had 19 points and I had 21. I really don't know if it should have had even more cards than it had, but I did give it some stuff off the top. That's about right, though. That's about right because it has 11 cards out. I have 8. It has more goods than me. That's about right. So that's roughly right. I will have to just play again, and that's Fantastic Factories. It's a fun little game. We like playing it. It's cute artwork, easy to learn, despite me forgetting to put the stuff out that is on the solo card for the AI. I think we fixed it. Thanks for watching. Happy gaming. Clay, you have a great day. And I will catch you later.